Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce.
All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's me. Shall we go up, down? You go bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and we're off from Arrowhead. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Putting a receiver in motion. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Motioning right is Hopkins. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Intercepted in the end zone. Matt Milano in to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Allen setting up play action. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Cook trying this one up the gut. And this is only a short gain. He's stuck down at the 33. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. It's Allen out of the pistol. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Leo Chanel makes the play. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Flush down now to his left. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third down, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Bills will take over deep in their own territory. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Allen off the play action. Shakir with the grab. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Pass now to kick this away. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Kelsey makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. He gets another shot here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Escapes out to the left. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. With some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Reed now to kick this one away. Ty Johnson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Justin Reed with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Allen to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Justin Reed with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Allen on the play action. Headed out right. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. That's taken at the 15. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Lone back gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 48. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. little play action. It's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Hand off to the back. Space to the left. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. We send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that run stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Bills driving. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left with 4th down here.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
Fourth down, here's Allen. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. Jukes one defender. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was...
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught. He found some space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. Here's Cook. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 32. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
This is Cook. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Bass now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now a give running right. Still working past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Going to the ground again on 1st. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Play action now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like you're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, Trent connected with Kelsey, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Complete to Shakir. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
On first down, they'll run. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the fourth. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try with the wide out. And the reverse makes it to the end zone. Touchdown! The Chiefs continue piling it on here in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call, and what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, first and 10. Allen looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up first and 10 from the 40. Pressure coming, it's Allen. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossible.
And they pick him off again. And the Chiefs have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this,
trying to dodge a sinning. Just walk out the lavish stove, pay a shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking ticket. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight, baby. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sin. Just walked out the lavish stove, pay a shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking ticket. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from KC. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the former rushing champ. It's Kareem Hunt. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. Second down and 8. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 43-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, they'll be surprised if they go for it on fourth. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now, a carry for Hunt. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. Now he'll run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. Now it's Dobbins. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal? They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here's Edwards. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here we go. Offense still out there. It is 4th and goal. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Brown now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's a run with Hunt. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Play action here. Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's got his big tight end. Will Disley. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
Brings up 3rd down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Mahomes back. That's taken in by Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That one intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chiefs. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here's Lad McConkey to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He'll let one go down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return is McConkey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll return it from the 11. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Off the play fake. Here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Mahomes now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's fourth down. They put Kelce in motion. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to, and he will score. Justin Herbert, touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good, and the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And he will go all the way. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is McConkey. Past midfield. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Here comes Worthy to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
To the left side in the hands of Rice.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Kansas City.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion left. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on third and short. They do not get it done.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to have the Chargers first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
On first down, Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. It's a big one for the Chargers. 38 yards.
One thing's for sure, Mike, I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And they are in great. Taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.